Jai Gurudev students. Now we will start the second question, exercise 2.4, second question, which is based on the factor theorem. Use the factor theorem to determine whether g of x is a factor of a p of x in each of the following case. First problem, they have given p of x is equal to 2x cube plus x square minus 2x minus 1. And we have to divide this polynomial by g of x, which is equal to x plus 1. Now how we will solve? Factor theorem says that if the divisor, if we will divide any polynomial by divisor and if we will get the remainder 0, then we will say the divisor is a factor of the polynomial, given polynomial. So what we will here consider, that is p of x is equal to 2x cube plus x square minus 2x minus 1, which is equal to 1. Now divisor is g of x is equal to x plus 1. We have to not divide this by long division method. We have to use factor theorem. That's why we have to find the 0 of the polynomial. And x plus 1, that is 0 of x plus 1 is minus 1. So we will substitute x is equal to minus 1 in the given equation. So what we will get, p of minus 1 means x is replaced by minus 1, which is equal to 2 into minus 1 cube plus minus 1 square minus 2 into minus 1 minus 1. Minus 1 cube is minus 1, 2 into minus 1 is minus 2. Minus 1 square is plus 1. Minus into minus is a plus, minus 1. 2 will cancel, 2 minus 2 plus 2 will cancel, plus 1 minus 1 will cancel, and we will get p of minus 1 is equal to 0. Since p of minus 1 is equal to 0, we can say that is p of x is equal to 0 at x is equal to minus 1. Therefore, by factor theorem, x plus 1 is a factor of a given polynomial p of x. Second problem, they have given the polynomial p of x is equal to x cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1 and g of x x plus 2, means we have to divide p of x by g of x and we have to check whether it is a factor or not. Okay, so we are going to call this polynomial as a 1. And we will find the 0 of x plus 2. 0 of x plus 2 is equal to minus 2. Everyone know how to find the 0 of the polynomial, that is x plus 2 is equal to 0. So x is equal to minus 2 by substituting that polynomial is equal to 0. Substitute x is equal to minus 2 in the equation 1. What we will get, p of minus 2 means x is replaced by minus 2 is equal to minus 2 raised to the power 3 plus 3 into minus 2 square plus 3 into minus 2 plus 1. Minus 2 cube is minus 8 plus 3 into 2 minus 2 square is 4. And here plus into minus is minus. Plus 1 means here we are going to get minus 8 plus 3 4s are 12 minus 6 plus 1, and after calculating we will get minus 14 plus 13 is nothing but minus 1. Since p of minus 2 is not equal to 0, therefore by factor theorem we can say that is x plus 1 is not the factor of the polynomial p of x. Third problem, p of x is equal to x cube minus 4x square plus x minus 6 and g of x they have given as a x minus 3. We have to divide p of x by g of x. We will call these as a polynomial 1. Can you know how we will get as a 0 of x minus 3? At 0 of x minus 3, x minus 3 is nothing but plus 3, because we will shift that is minus 3 as a plus 3. So substitute x is equal to minus 3 in the equation 1. We will get p of 3 is equal to 3 cube minus 4 into 3 square plus 3 minus 6. So 3 cube means 27 minus 3 square means 9. 9 fours are 36 plus 3 minus 6. So here we will get, after doing the addition, 27 plus 3 means 30 minus 36 minus 6 means minus 42. If we will do their calculation, we will get as a minus 12. P of 3 is equal to minus 12. Since P of 3 is not equal to 0, therefore by factor theorem x minus 2 is not the factor of a P of x. Third problem, find the value of a k. If x minus 1 is a factor of a P of x in each of the following cases. Means they have given their 4 sub questions are there, and everywhere x minus 1 is a factor. So that is vice versa we will use here, that we had when we had written the statement of the factor theorem, that time we had written if x minus a is a factor of a P of x, then we will get the remainder is equal to 0, and if remainder is equal to 0, then we say that x minus a is a factor of the given polynomial. Now they have given x minus 1 is a factor of P of x, means obvious P of 1 will which is equal to 0. So first problem, that P of x is equal to x square plus x plus k. Are you finding third term is missing? In that we had to find the value of a k. We will call this as a 1. And we will call this as a 1. Since x minus 1 is a factor of a P of x, therefore by factor theorem P of 1 which is equal to 0. When it is x minus 1, then P of 1 is equal to 0. When it is x minus 2, P of 2 is equal to 0. Okay. Here we will call this as equation 2. What we will do now? Substitute x is equal to 1. But where? In the equation 1. That is P of 1. 1 is going to be a change. 1 may changes. In the first equation the changes will happen. P of 1 is equal to 1 square, because x square is there, plus x value is a 1 plus k. And why I had written here 0? Because x minus 1 is a factor of a P of x. That's why P of 1 is equal to 0. We had written by factor theorem. It is equation 2 we had called. Means this I had written from equation 2. And 1 square is 1. 1 plus 1 plus k, which is 0, is equal to 1 plus 1 is a 2. 2 plus k. So k is equal to, if we will shift here, then we will get as a minus 2. So which value we got here? The k's value, what we got? Minus 2. Second problem, P of x is equal to 2x square plus kx plus root 2. We will call this as equation 1. Again we will say, since x minus 1 is a factor of a P of x, therefore by factor theorem P of 1 is equal to 0. Here we will call second. Substitute x is equal to 1 in the equation 1. So we will get P of 1 is equal to 2 into 1 square plus k into 1 plus root 2. Here this P of 1 value is a 0 from 2. 2 into 1 square is a 1 plus k into 1 is a k plus root 2. Okay, so what we have to find? The value of k, means we don't want 2 into 1 is a 2. That is, we will shift to the left hand side. That is minus 2, and plus root 2 is nothing but minus root 2. So what value we got here? K is equal to minus 2 minus root 2. Now both the number is having the minus sign. That's why we will take out minus sign outside, and in the bracket we will write 2 plus root 2. So what's the value of a k we got? Minus in the bracket 2 plus root 2. Third problem, P of x is equal to kx square minus root 2x plus 1. Here we will call this as a equation 1. Since x minus 1 is a factor of a P of x, therefore by factor theorem P of 1 is equal to 0. We will call this as a 2. Substitute x is equal to 1 in the equation 1. So we will get P of 1 is equal to k into 1 square minus root 2 into 1 plus 1. So the value of P of 1 is 0 from 2. 0 is equal to 1 square is 1, k into 1 is k minus root 2 plus 1. We have to find the value of a k, means we will shift root 2 to left hand side, means positive, and plus 1 minus 1. So what's the value of k we got here? That is k is equal to root 2 minus 1. Fourth problem, P of x is equal to kx square minus 3x plus k. here there are the two values of a k, that is coefficient of x square is also k and the constant term is also k. So we will call this as equation 1. Again, for this polynomial x minus 1 is a factor of a p of x, therefore by factor theorem p of 1 is equal to 0. We will call this as a 2. Substitute x is equal to 1 in the equation 1. So p of 1 is equal to k into 1 square minus 3 into 1 plus k. So what is the value of p of 1? 0 is equal to 1 square is 1, 1 into k is k, minus 3 plus k. Now here 1k plus 1k is nothing but 2k minus 3, and here left hand side is 0. So we have to find the value of k. We will shift 3 minus 3 to the left hand side and we will get here 3 is equal to 2k, but we have to find the value of only k. So here 2 is in multiplication, we will shift here left, then it will be in a division. So what is the value of a k? K is equal to 3 by 2. Fourth problem is factorize. Already in the 8th standard you had factorized the quadratic polynomial by splitting the middle term. But maybe in that class x square coefficient is 1. But in this problem they have given the coefficient of x square is a 12. So everyone know middle term should be the sum remains and product should be the coefficient of x square and the last term. So what is a 12? Ones are 12 and it is a positive. Okay, so product is a positive 12 and sum is a minus 7. That is we have to decide the two numbers or two factors whose sum is minus 7 but product is a 12. Whenever the product is a positive, then we will get the both the number is having a positive sign. Both the number is a negative sign. Now 3 4s are 12. If we will 3 4s are positive we will take, then okay, product we will get positive but sum we will not get a negative. That's why we have to decide this should be minus 3 and second number should be minus 4. Both number is having negative sign, minus 3 minus 4. Now first term and last term we have to not disturb, only we have to split up middle term, that is minus 7x, and this number we have to take with x. So 12x square minus 3x minus 4x plus 1. Now next step what will be? We have to are you finding in this step 4 terms are there, so we will do the grouping. Grouping means two terms in a one bracket, 12x square minus 3x. Next you are finding the first term is have a negative sign, so we will take out the negative as a common and bracket the rest term is going to get their sign going to get the change. Means when it is a minus 4x it will become a plus 4x, and when it is a plus 1 that should be a minus 1. Are you finding from these two terms 3x is a common? If 3x is a common, then 3 4s are 12 means 4 will remain, and x square we have taken out, x is a common, so 4x minus 3x already full, it is a common, that's why here is a minus 1. Now are you finding from this nothing is a common? Nothing common means 1 is a common, so minus 1 we have to write and 4x minus 1. Which bracket we are going to get here? 4x minus same bracket have to come, then only our problem will be a correct, otherwise not. So are you finding in these first term 4x minus 1 is a common, in second 4x minus, we will find this is a 4x minus 1, and what is the rest here? 3x, and here is a minus 1. That's why the factorize of 12x square minus 7x plus 1, we got two factors, 4x minus 1 in first bracket and 3x minus 1 in a second bracket. Second problem is 2x square plus 7x plus 3. Are you finding this is a sum, that is 7, and 3 2s are 6, means product should be a 6. So sum is we have to choose the two numbers whose sum is 7 and product is a 6. You will think that whenever the product is 6, that 2 3s are, but 2 3s are means 2 plus 3 is 5. So sum is 7. So 6 ones are 6 also is a product is 2 number product is 6. That's why we will get 6 plus 1 is 7 sum, and 6 into 1 is a 6. So what we will do, 7x we have to split up. 2x square plus 6x plus 1 plus 3. So we again 4 terms are there, we have to grouping. 2x square plus 6x in first bracket, in second bracket x plus 3. 2x is a common, x plus 3. Here nothing common means 1 is a common, x plus 3. Here x plus 3 is a common to both the terms. So x plus 3 is a common. What is left here? 2x. And what is left here? Plus 1. So 2x plus 1. Therefore the factors of 2x square plus 7x plus 3 is nothing but x plus 3. Second bracket 2x plus 1. Third problem, 6x square plus 5x minus 6. Now are you finding? This is sum. That is sum is 5 and 6 6 are 36 but minus 36. Now you will think whenever the product is negative, 100% one number is a positive, one number is a negative. But which number should be a positive and negative, that it will decide the sign of a sum. So 9 4s are 36 and plus 9 minus 4 means plus 5. That's why we are going to get the two splits, that is 6x square plus 9x minus 4x minus 6. We will do the grouping. 6x square plus 9x in first group. Are you finding? Both are having minus sign. So we will take out minus is a common. So what is left in the bracket? 4x plus 6. Now are you finding from these two terms 3 is a common, because 3 stable 6 and 9 will come and x is a common. So what is left? 3 2s are 6, 2x plus 3, and from here 2 stable 2 4 and 6 is there. So 2 is a common, only 2, not x, and 2x plus 3. So now what is a common? 2x plus 3, 2x plus 3. So 2x plus 3 is a common from these terms. So what is left here? 3x. And what is here? Minus 2. So which are the two factors of 6x square plus 5x minus 6? That is 2x plus 3 in the first bracket, and in second bracket 3x minus 2. Fourth problem, 3x square minus x minus 4. Again are you finding? Middle term is coefficient of x is 1. So sum is minus 1 and product is 3 4s are 12 means product is minus 12. Product negative means one term should positive, one term should be negative. 4 3s are 12. Okay, but the sum is having minus sign means greater number have a minus sign and smaller number have a plus sign. So what we will do here? 3x square minus 4x plus 3x minus 4. Now we will do the grouping. In the first group 3x square minus 4x, then here is a plus sign, means there is a no need to change the sign of these remaining two numbers. So from here we will take out x is a common, 3x minus 4. From here nothing common means 1 is a common, 3x minus 4. Are you finding? Here also 3x minus 4 bracket common, here also. So we will take out 3x minus 4 is a common. What is left? X. And what is left here? 1. So x plus 1. So we are going to get here the two factors of 3x square minus x minus 4 is nothing but 3x minus 4 in the first bracket and second bracket x plus 1.